Jimmy Kimmel Live Studio. Ninth studio hums with anticipation. Warm lights bathe the polished set, a sleek desk, 2 plush chairs, and a massive LED screen cycling through vibrant cityscapes. The audience, a diverse mix of tourists, locals, and industry types, fills the seats, phones glowing as they snap selfies. Cleto and the Cletones, the house band, rip through a jazzy intro, horns blaring. Jimmy Kimmel, 57, strides out in a sharp navy suit, his grin wide, eyes twinkling with practiced charm. Jimmy, welcome to Jimmy Kimmel Live, everybody. We've got a hell of a show tonight, a music, laughs, and a legend who's been making movies since before most of you were born. Let's get to it. The crowd cheers, clapping in rhythm. Jimmy settles at his desk, shuffling note cards. Jimmy, our first guest, is a director, actor, and the guy who made Squinting an art form. His new film, Last Case, hits theaters next week. Please welcome the one and only Clint Eastwood. The audience roars, a mix of cheers and whistles. Clint Eastwood, 94, walks out slowly but deliberately, his frame lean, his face weathered like aged oak. Dressed in a simple black jacket and slacks, he offers a curt nod, no smile. The crowd's applause intensifies, but Clint's eyes scan the room, unreadable. He sits opposite Jimmy, hands resting on his knees, posture rigid. The band fades out. Jimmy, Clint, it's an honor to have you. Last Casey, this one's a heavy drama about a retired detective facing his past. Sounds intense. What's the story behind it? Clint's voice is low, gravelly, each word carrying weight. Clint, it's about justice, truth. A man who's seen too much but can't let go because the world's still broken. It's not just a story, it's what's happening out there. The audience listens, some nodding, others shifting uncomfortably. This isn't the usual promo banter. Jimmy leans forward, keeping it light. Jimmy, wow, heavy stuff. Most guys your age are yelling at clouds, not chasing bad guys on screen. You ever slow down, Clint? The crowd chuckles, expecting a playful retort. Clint doesn't laugh. His eyes lock on Jimmy, cold, piercing. A long pause hangs heavy. Clint, I didn't come here to be a punchline, Jimmy. I came to talk about something that matters. The laughter dies. The studio stiffens. Jimmy's smile flickers, but he recovers, tossing another jab. Jimmy, fair enough. But, come on, you're 94. I bet you need a stunt double just to walk to set, right? A few awkward laughs ripple through the crowd. Clint leans back, his silence louder than any quip. The tension thickens, palpable. Backstage, producers exchange worried glances, headsets buzzing. Producer, ease up, Jimmy. He's not biting. Clint breaks the silence, his voice steady, cutting. Clint, you know the real problem? We laugh at everything now. Mockeries become our culture. We're scared of silence, scared of truth, scared to face what's breaking this country. The audience freezes. A few clap tentatively, others murmur. Jimmy chuckles nervously, trying to pivot. Jimmy, hey, we're just having fun here, Clint. Gotta keep it light for the folks at home. Clint's eyes don't waver. His voice rises, just enough to command the room. Clint, this isn't fun. This country's drowning in noise. People with platforms are people like you chase ratings instead of saying something real. The crowd shifts, some applauding, others stunned. A man in the back yells, preach, Clint. Jimmy glances off camera, where producers signal frantically to cut to commercial. He ignores them, leaning in, his tone sharper. Jimmy, okay, let's talk real. Your movie's got this gritty detective vibe. I bet he's the kind of guy who watches a certain news network, huh? The crowd laughs, but it's uneasy. Jimmy smirks, expecting to lighten the mood. Clint leans forward, his gaze unyielding. Clint, you think this is about politics, red or blue? This is about decency, honesty. A country losing its soul while everyone claps for jokes that mean nothing. The studio erupts at cheers, boos, and murmurs colliding. A woman in the front row stands, clapping fiercely. Others film on their phones. Jimmy's face pales under the lights, his charm cracking. Jimmy, alright, let's get back to the movie. What inspired Last Case? Clint doesn't take the bait. His voice grows firmer, resonant. Clint, I made it because no one faces hard truths anymore. Everyone's too busy being clever. Nobody's honest. Not the news, not the shows, not the people on stages like this. The crowd roars, split between support and discomfort. Jimmy forces a laugh, his voice strained. Jimmy, well, Clint, you've made this one memorable interview. I'll give you that. Clint doesn't smile. He turns to the camera, addressing the viewers directly, his tone raw, urgent. Clint, if you're watching, and you're tired of lies, tired of being talked down to, you're not alone. The world won't fix itself. Those with voices are on stages, on screens. They need to stop hiding behind jokes and start telling the truth. The audience explodes, some cheering, others booing. A chant of Clint, Clint rises, countered by scattered jeers. Producers wave frantically, shouting into headsets. Producer, OS, cut to commercial. Now. The screen blacks out, ads rolling. Backstage, chaos erupts. Phones ring, assistants scramble, security hovers. Jimmy sits, stunned, gripping his note cards. Jimmy Kimmel Live Studio. After break, the band plays a subdued tune. Jimmy forces a smile, introducing the next guest, a young pop star, Leela Vane, 22, in a glittering dress. The crowd claps, but the energy feels hollow, still reeling from Clint's words. Leela sits, nervous, clutching her mic. Jimmy, welcome, Leela. Big night for your new single dropping. Tell us about it. Before Leela can speak, a stir ripples through the wings. Clint Eastwood walks back onto the stage, unannounced. The crowd gasps, then cheers wildly. Jimmy's eyes widen, his voice faltering. Jimmy, Clint, we've moved on. Clint cuts him off, standing center stage, his presence commanding. Clint, I'm not here to play nice. I'm here because people are asleep, and someone's got to wake them up. Leela freezes, eyes darting between Clint and Jimmy. The audience surges, some shouting, let him speak. Producers scramble, headsets crackling. Producer, OS, get security. He's off script. Clint continues, his voice steady, piercing. Clint, you think this is about a movie? This is about a culture that rewards ignorance and punishes courage. We've traded honor for hashtags, truth for applause. The crowd roars, some standing, others filming. Jimmy stands, his patience snapping. Jimmy, Clint, you don't run this show. You're a guest. You had your time. Clint's eyes lock on Jimmy, calm but unyielding. Clint, I don't play by rules that protect cowards. The audience explodes. Screams, applause, and boos blending into a storm. Security approaches, two guards hesitating at the stage edge. Clint glances at them, unflinching. Clint, I'll leave when I'm ready. Not before. He turns to the audience, his voice a quiet thunder. Clint, this is what happens when you push a man with nothing left to lose. The crowd surges, some rushing the stage, others chanting, truth, truth. Clint walks off, slow and deliberate, vanishing into the wings. The studio shakes with noisy cheers, jeers, and stunned silence. Jimmy stands, shell-shocked, as the band stumbles into a frantic riff. Jimmy, well, folks, that's live TV. Let's hear it for Leela Vane. The crowd claps weakly, still buzzing. Leela starts to speak, but her words are drowned by the lingering energy. The LED screen flashes posts, Eastwood's truth bomb. Trends with millions of views. Clips of Clint's speech and walk-off go viral. Backstage, moments later, Clint exits through a corridor, aides trailing. A producer approaches, flustered. Producer, Mr. Eastwood, you can't just. Clint raises a hand, silencing him. Clint, I said what needed saying. Deal with it. He walks out into the Hollywood night, city lights flickering. Back in the studio, Jimmy wraps the show, his voice strained. Jimmy, that's our show, folks. Leela Vane, everybody. And, Clint Eastwood, never a dull moment. Good night. The band plays out, the crowd still electric. X explodes. Clint broke Kimmel. Racks up shares, Clips of his speech looping endlessly. Post-show fallout. Internet ignites. Within minutes, Clint's words trend worldwide, sparking debates. Eastwood's right. Posts clash with he's out of touch. Memes flood TikTok. Clint's squint captioned truth hurts. Supporters rally, he spoke for us. While critics jab, old man yells at TV. Kimmel's next show opens with a cautious quip. We had Clint. He brought the heat, I brought the AC. Ratings soar 70%, a network high. Analysts dissect the moment. Late night shows rethink guest bookings, balancing risk and buzz. Clint, silent, lets the storm rage. His team hints at no regrets, maybe a new project to amplify his message. Kimmel's camp basks in the spotlight but treads carefully, aware they've faced a titan. The clash becomes a cultural marker. Eastwood's stand, Kimmel's stage, burned into viral history. The fuse is lit for what's next.